Hello everyone, this is Tengu, and welcome back to another Bloodborne boss drawing. Last episode, we ventured into the Nightmare Frontier and faced Amygdala for another chalice. Now we've returned to Hemwick Charnel Lane in order to access one more optional area before pressing onward. During our journey through Yharnam, we came across an old blood-stained summons inviting an honored guest to the forsaken Castle Cainhurst. This one is oddly addressed to us. Without hesitation, we return to the crossing in Hemwick, where a mysterious stagecoach arrives for us. The carriage is pulled by two seemingly undead horses, with no driver leading them. We climb aboard, and it quickly takes off, despite the bridge to Cainhurst having long since collapsed. We somehow arrive on the snow-covered steps of Cainhurst Castle, where the horses that led us there immediately drop dead. We climb to the steps, and the gates open to us on their own. The castle grounds are filled with monstrous blood-sucking beasts that have been feeding upon unwanted guests. Tortured spirits and faithful servants wander the halls. We work our way through the haunted grounds, finally reaching a rooftop peak where our next challenge awaits. Sitting upon a throne, Martyr Logarius rests, rising only to prevent us from continuing onward. In his time, Logarius led his army of executioners into Cainhurst Castle to cleanse it of the vile bloods. But all did not go well, and Logarius became a martyr to his cause, becoming an eternal guard to the immortal queen of the vile bloods. Although his flesh has long since rotted away, Martyr Logarius is still every bit as effective in battle. Armed with a scythe in his right hand, a sword in his left, and his arcane arts, Logarius will prove tough to take down. He is able to summon wrathful spirits of the past through arcane blood arts used by the executioners that will make him difficult to approach. You'll want to stay on the move throughout this stage of the fight to avoid getting hit by these projectiles. Circle around him and try to get in a few hits before backing off to avoid one of his explosive red skull attacks. He may take a swing at you with his weapons when you're close, but for the most part, he will stay back, and it's really his skull attacks that are the real threat in this stage of the fight. Once he loses a third or so of his health bar, he transitions into the next phase. There is some charge time as he moves to this stage, so get some hits in while you can. Once he's done, he switches his attack style entirely, becoming extremely aggressive with his melee attacks. You can either bait and dodge his attacks, or go for viscerals. I tend to have better luck with viscerals here, with how aggressive he is, but that really depends on your playstyle. Take him down enough, and you'll move on to the final stage. He attacks similarly to the previous stage, but with a couple new tricks. He can fly up in the air for a plunging attack, so keep an eye on him for a well-timed dodge. He will also throw his sword into the ground, which then begins to spew out countless blood swords that soar after you. These can be extremely annoying to deal with, but can be avoided entirely if you are quick. As soon as he puts his sword down, quickly attack his sword to destroy it and prevent the attack. Be patient, watching his attacks and punishing them properly, and you'll take down this boss in no time. The two main choices for attire in this fight were the Executioner set and the Knight set. In the end, I decided to go with the Knight set, since we are squaring off against the mortal enemy of the Knights of Cainhurst. The Cainhurst way is a mix of nostalgia and bombast, which can be seen in the attire of their knights. They took great pride even in the blood-stained corpses of beasts that they left behind, confident that they will stand as examples of decadent art. The vibrant reds in the clothes contrast nicely with the rest of the drawing, and are a dark reflection of this. With the drawing finishing up, we will have completed our journey through Cainhurst Castle. With it out of the way, we are finally going to be heading back to the main story for our return to Yahar'gul. The place has become even more dark and twisted since our last visit, and an abomination of a boss awaits us. If you have any suggestions for the gear you would like to see used in the fight, please let me know in the comments below. I hope you all enjoyed the drawing, and I hope to see you in the next video.